You know, not the morning, because they like Mourning. They want you to be out here mourning. You know, they want you to be in mourning. I ain't talking about that morning. I'm just asking you to keep waking up in the time when the sun rise. Let's change that. Let's change that vernacular. When the sun rise, just wake up then. And so at the same time, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm going to come in and drop a word. Now, listen, one thing about me, it don't even matter. You feel me? I'm going to come in and drop me a quick word for y'all to, know, for you to actually, tap into and have the ability and the agility to tap into this, session. That work it out. You know what I'm saying? And so let me see, can I get this on without y'all, being disturbed to the point that, just hold on as I move this thing called these little ads and stuff like that there, because I do want to come in and I do want to speak and say something that will enhance your mind, enhance your character, enhance your curriculums of life. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have the curriculums of life that we must endure. You know what I'm saying? We all have that. That yours is not going to be any different from mine. Yours is going to be totally different from mine, and mine from yours as well. But at the same time, I'm here. In spite of all of the hindrances or the things that could have prevented me from coming and tapping into my assignment. I'm just letting you know, as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoking specialist, I'm here. I showed up. I showed up for my assignment. You feel me? Yes, I did. I said I showed up for my assignment. I showed up for it. I didn't let all of the things that could have distracted me. I didn't let all of the things that could have distracted me do so. And so it's a beautiful space to be, because I have the ability and the agility to maneuver past. You know what I'm saying? Maneuver past. I got some Martinelli. Hey, look, I tell you, you really want some good apple juice, clean cut. You know what I'm saying? Like it's clean cut for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's like, I guess it's expensive. So you think that, you get, because it's how expensive it is, but the taste. I tell you, the taste is good too. The taste is good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I have came, I have saw, and I have conquered anything that could have stopped me from becoming and coming to my side. And so I'm here now, standing on my dean, you know what I'm saying, standing on the perspective by which I have to come because of what the creator said to me on October 15th, 2022, when he said, open the laptop. He said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the individuals that will hear you. He didn't say that. He just really said, open the laptop and speak into the mind. Just speaking to their mind. And so from that point, I opened the laptop on October 15th, 2022. So October 15th, 2025 made my third consecutive year of speaking. 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. It started off in the 9 o'clock hour in the morning, in the 9 o'clock, 9:01 to 9:59. I had the ability to come in. And then he backed me up to 12 noon. And so I'm here at 12 noon. Always try to be here at 12 noon. I know that sometimes it be 12:05 or it could be 12:55. So I feel like the creator of all things is saying I should be here between 12 noon and 12:12, 12 minutes after noon. I should be here. In that 12-minute span is the span by which I believe that he's tugging on my heart to get here so I can sit, so they can get more comfortable of just being here by 12:12. You feel? You know how it goes. But all is not perfect. Even in the process by which you desire to operate in perfection, you still will be an imperfect being because of our imperfections. But one thing that I must tell you, sir, as I move through this 58 years of life and living and 58 years of constructs, whether it be bad or good or happy or sad or mad or whatever the construct by which the Creator has led me down through or up throughout, it's still a part of my story. It's still a part of my, you know what I'm saying, my documentary. It's a part of my own individualized documentary. We all have our own stories to tell. And so at the same time, as we move through this thing called life, all I'm asking you to do is make it to 58, sir. Make it. Everybody don't get an opportunity to make it to 58 years old. That's just the truth of the matter. So if I made it to 58, I have done something correct. Did you hear me? It could have been somehow or another a supernatural pathway by which the Creator of all things has led me down in order for me to get here and remain here on my assignment, remain here on my in my conscientiousness, in my value, in my worth in the earth, how I exude the positive side of the construct. Is negative relevant? Yeah, yes. The bottom side of the hourglass is relevant to the top side of the hourglass. Just like light is relevant to darkness, just like in is relevant to out, just like said up is relevant to down. You can't have one without the other. They're polar opposites. So all I'm doing is telling you to keep your mind on the positive side of thought. The positive side where your creative skills that come in at. Some people could create in negativity. Some people have that ability too. But at the same time, I'm here this morning with the word to tell you in the midst of all that you do, all that you can become, one thing that I believe that the greatest skill of having is we. I say one thing that I believe that the greatest skill to have. This is just my own personal construct. Did you hear me, sir? I said this is my own personal mental capacity by which I believe that the greatest skill of that you can ever possess in this world for yourself, nobody else. The greatest skill that you have and the ability that you have will be of having the ability to figure it out. Ooh-wee. So since we know how I view things in this thing called life is when you have the ability, especially as an infant, you can go all the way down there. You can come all the way up through our adolescent years. We can come all the way up to our young adult years. Bring it all the way up, sir. All the way up, ma'am, to where you are right now as a grown entity in the earth. Whether you're in your 20s, or your 30s, your 40s, or your 50s, or your 60s or 70s, I believe that the greatest skill, that you can possess is having the ability to figure it out. And so, since I'm here, and since I am standing my assignment as your thought provoker, I am Kendrick B. Davis, your thought provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. I would, listen. I would never, ever, ever sit here had I not been chosen to do so. Did you hear me? I said I wouldn't even never sat here. I'm only here because of the obedience by which the creator of all things has called me on October 15th, 2022. He said, open the laptop. Ooh, speaking to the mind of the people. And so I'm here speaking. 3 years later, have it been all hunky dory? No. Has it been all bad? Absolutely not. I take it all good with the up with the ends with the out, the alkalinity with some of the acidity that comes my way. So at the same time, none of us here are perfect beings. No one on this earth is perfect. There's no perfection in the earth, sir. Hey, kings in the earth, there's no perfection in the earth, queen. You can't be any big eyes or little you. I don't even care if you are the that sit at the helm. Individual that sit at the helm is full of flaws because there's no perfection in the earth. And so at the same time, even in the midst of our being imperfect, we're operating as an imperfect being. All I'm asking you and telling you and dropping into your spirit is that you must be pure. Ooh-wee. In order for you to move with the appropriate frequency and vibration and energy in the earth properly, you got to have a pure heart. Yeah. You got to be pure. Even in the midst of your imperfections now. Even in the midst of us understanding that we're not perfect. Even in the midst of us acknowledging the fact that at the same time, listen, we ain't going to always get it right. We will not always get it right. So as you walk through this thing called life and life understandings and life wisdoms and life knowledge and life curriculums and life greatest skills of having, me as a 58-year-old man in the earth, I say the greatest skill that you can possess is the ability to figure it out. So I'm gonna let you figure it all out. I promise you, I'm gonna let you figure it out. That's one of the greatest skills that I operate from is the ability to figure it out in spite of what it may look like. Ooh-wee. And the creator of all things has given you, you know what I'm saying, the skill set to figure it out. You better tap into your skill set or fall behind. And so I'm gonna leave it at that. I just want everybody to know, and every individual on the sound of my voice that will ever come, ever hear this live, ever hear this session, ever witness me speaking, understanding my vibration, understanding my energy, my my whole aura that I exude into the atmosphere freely. I exude into the atmosphere from a pure heart. No hidden objectives, no underlying motive. Same time. I understand. It might just be ways that the creator of all things will give you opportunities to actually go. So we all know that your growth will eventually bend those who desire to see. That expansion is your birthright, you know. It's your birthright. Greatest skill, greatest skill, greatest skill as far as I'm concerned for yourself is having the ability to figure it out. So as I figure it out, as I come to y'all as a imperfect being, just like you are an imperfect being to me, I know that there is no perfection. I don't care what position you hold in the earth, you're not perfected in it. Did you hear me? I said, I don't care what position you might hold in this earth, sir. You are not perfect in the position. You're not in. You're not a perfected being in the position, and that's just the truth of the matter. And so, at the same time, are you there? Yeah. Are you in the position? But you're not perfect in that position. I don't even care if you're in the pastoral position. You're not. I don't care if you're in a position by which you know what I'm saying is high and lifted up in the spirit or in the mind or in the body. Because you know we have three different entities by which we call ourselves: spirit, mind, and body. That's the correct order. They'll say mind, body, and soul. It's your spirit first. You are a spirit being having a human experience. And so at the same time, by you being spirit first, then mind second, and then body last, your body is the lowest vibrational part of you. That'll eventually go back to the dirt. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. You will eventually surrender this body back to the dirt. That's just inevitable. Did you hear me? I said that's just inevitable. And so at the same time, yeah, so you're going to eventually have to surrender back to the dirt. And so at the same time, we're going to move past this external body. We'll eventually shed this body, but our spirit will continue to live. And so at the same time, as a 58-year-old man in the earth by the name of Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, I'm telling you that the greatest skill that you can possess as a human being. Now, you know, I don't want to put no demographic on it like whether you young or old or middle age or no. I'm talking about as a human being from start to finish, from the beginning to the end. The greatest skill that you can have, sir, is having the ability to figure it out. No matter how old you are, no matter what your situation is, what your circumstances is, no matter what ethnicity you are, no matter what you know, saying demographic you come from, it don't even matter. The greatest skill that you can have as a human being in the earth is the ability to figure it out. Ooh. And so, since I'm here on my assignment, and since I am talking to the masses, I'm not only talking to myself, I'm talking to the mass of individuals that will hear my voice and come across this live. Something about what I say is going to prick your interest and pick your understanding that you're going to have to adapt to the abilities, sir, of figuring it out, man. Having the ability and the agility to figure it all out, in spite of. So I just came. I have saw and I have conquered anything that will hinder, stagnate, and or prevent me. I'm here with TikTok, with Facebook, and with my YouTube family. What they do, YouTubers? TikTok is in the high. What they do? Facebook family and friends, what's good with you? I'm just here, standing on my assignment, standing in my assignment, and standing within my assignment. I'm standing on my assignment, I'm standing in my assignment, and I'm standing within the assignment. Who we? I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I walk with an attitude of gratitude. I always want to exude nothing but goodness in the earth. All I want to do is help the people through processes as I help myself through. I don't want nothing from you, sir. I don't need nothing from you, man. Hey, I ain't never came in here and needed nothing and said, ask y'all for something. I ain't never came in here and said, drop, no, in the pail, in the pot, in the pack, in the pail. I ain't never passed y'all no collection plate, which on this live would be for me to put my cash out or some kind of way for y'all to pay me something. I have never done that. You know why? Because the creator of all things is gonna take care of his chosen one. Ooh, I said the creator of all things will always take care of the ones he shall. For many are called, but few are chosen. Might just be entertaining an angel unaware. Ooh, I said you might just be entertaining an angel unaware. I can say it how and nobody can sit me down. Nobody can tell me to shut up. Nobody can tell me to sit back and take a back seat. No man can't tell me that. But the creator of all things told me that a few weeks ago, and I understood it. He say, be quiet, sit down, be quiet and shut up. Get your mind. I went and put my feet in green grass. I found me a nature path. He took me into nature where he reside. I believe he reside in nature. Took my shoes off and put my feet in the mud. Sat down for a second and made mud pies with my hands. Just connected back with the earth and got back grounded with the bird sounds in the atmosphere. You can quiet your spirit and hear. So when the creator of all things tell you to be quiet and shut up and sit down somewhere, you tap into your innermost understanding, then you're gonna do just that. Sit down, be quiet, and shut up. And so I had my stage. Sit down, be quiet, and shut up. It's a beautiful space to be because you have the ability to honor yourself that way. I said you have the ability to honor yourself, man. You can honor yourself, your innermost being, when you sit down somewhere, being in the midst of the chaos and still don't be a piece, don't be a part of the chaos. Because you got so much peace rolling and riding in you because you done went to nature's path and found you a way and got grounded with the green grass and laid in the mud and connected back with nature and hugged the tree. So it's a beautiful space to be. I thank y'all for being here with me this morning. You know what I'm saying? We going in. It's 2026. I say in a few minutes, you know what I'm saying, we got a week worth of time or another few days before we enter into, and then before we leave 1 year, which is 2025, which is 2025. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 5 is 9. 9 is the number of the snake. And now we're in our way into the number of 2026 is the horse, where strength and power will come in. Because isn't it, they only talk about horsepower? There's a reason for that. Everything is connected. And so at the same time, it's all good to be here. I'm glad to be serving your mind and your thought process. As a thought-provoking specialist, as an individual that have enough degrees to talk to your mind and be accepted, you know what I'm saying, through anything that a person might be going through, and have the ability to touch minds and touch hearts through my speaking through my fifth chakra, where I speak into your membrane, the tympanic membrane of your mind vibrates so high to the fact that nothing nobody say to you will affect you. Nothing that no one do to you will affect you to the point that you stop becoming. So you got to learn that skill set. The greatest skill that I found at 58 years old is a skill of having the ability to figure it out. Ooh-wee. So figure it out, y'all. Aunties and uncles in the earth, we gotta figure it out. I don't want to start that low. Empresses and emperors in the earth. And I just ask you to figure it out. All the kings and the queens in the earth. I just said figure it out. All the moms and the dads and the grandmothers and the granddaddies. Figure it out. Ooh-wee. Cuz old cousins in the earth. I'm just having you to tell you to figure it out, sir. One of the great, beautiful, most skilled, greatest skills that you can have in your own body, in your own mind, in your own spirit is having the ability to figure it out, to strategize, and then figure it out. No matter where you find yourself, no matter where you find your feet walking through pathways of this thing called life, through life's curriculums, all I'm telling you to do is have the ability to figure it out. When spirits say no, you better know that say mean no. When spirits say yes, when source say yes, you better be so tapped into yourself. When source say yes, you say yes, that's the route to go. You better have that ability. When the creator of all things said, pack up everything. You got 3 days, 72 hours, woo-wee, to leave the environment by which he told you to move forward and trust me. Even when you can't track him, even when you can't trace him, you better be able to have the ability to trust. Understanding that you done came a long way in these 58 years. So that means you got a proven track record of historical data. You better start remembering, sir. A man's in the earth. Ooh, you better start remembering. You better come up and through your spiritual pathways and know that grandma them and grandma and granddaddy them and that prayed for you, that you got your ancestors behind you and in front of you right now. You better understand that you got your ancestors with you. Same ones that told you to sit down at the coffee table and read the dictionary. Boy, if you don't go get them encyclopedias, boy, you don't go get them encyclopedias, and as a punishment, they'll make you read the encyclopedia. So down the line, you became a wordsmith. So down the line, you became an individual that know how to express, expound, and explain yourself. They thought it was punishment. It actually was preparation. Ooh, and they thought they was punishing you and telling you to get the encyclopedias out and go and study the encyclopedia and read the book and then write a sentence for every word that you write the definition. I want a sentence that know that you, your sentence of your own to know that you know what that word means. So write a sentence out, sir. Go ahead and write you a sentence. That go with that the definition of that word. And grandma them, thank you. Grandma them said, write that sentence. Get that encyclopedia out. Write the words down. At the same time, give me those sentence to go with it. So I'm here. I stand on the shoulders of those that punish me. Whoa, we. I say I stand on the shoulders of them right now that once punished me. They said, go get the encyclopedia and write down. I'm thankful. I'm grateful, sir. I'm appreciative, man. Cause aunties and uncles in the earth, I'm appreciative. I have an attitude of gratitude. I ain't taking it for granted that the creator of all things said, open the laptop and speaking to the mind of the people. So at the same time, I ain't never asked y'all for nothing. I'm here in obedience to what the creator said. I'm thankful too. At this moment, I'm thankful that I even took on a challenge. Did you hear me? I said at this moment, I'm thankful that I even took the challenge. I told y'all we're gonna eat one fruit a day. Right? And y'all know, and so every Sunday you got to go to the farmer's market and get your fruit. I told y'all, listen, we're gonna eat one fruit a day. Find out what fruit. I don't want you eating fruit that does your body alkaline. Because there's some fruit in the earth, like like oranges for me. As an A positive blood person, we should not be eating oranges. So you would have to know your blood type in order to do it from the capacity by which I'm asking you to do one fruit a day. You got to know your blood type. What's your blood type? Find out what your blood type is. You know it automatic. Find you fruit that's alkaline. With this one, you're gonna get H2O3. I mean H3O2 with fruit. And so I bought two pairs. I got a green pair and a brown. The brown, they had two different bins. And so at the same time, I said, I want to tell y'all to eat one fruit a day. Maybe I'll eat two a day. I said, maybe y'all, just eat one fruit as we lead up to this new year, as we lead up to leaving the old skin behind and coming into our new and coming into a new mindset, a new mindset shift, a new understanding, a new strategy plan, a new purpose, a new advancement, a new frequency, a new vibration, a new energy, a new ability, a new skill set, a new agility, a new way of figuring it all out, a new well-being, a new health, a new wellness, a new superiority. You're gonna have to heighten your vibration and understand that we can't no longer stand in inferiority. So it's only two. Inferiority gonna have to be at the bottom, and superiority have to be at the top, where the light is. Because light got to be at the top, darkness got to be at the bottom. Advancements and achievements got to be at the top. All your losses in the earth got to be at the bottom. Your L. It's tournament to learn, but I don't know how that goes because learn got to be at the top, unlearn got to be at the bottom. Some things in this thing called life, you got to unlearn from the things that you once learned. That's what I'm discovering. Some of the things that we once thought we knew, some of the things that we thought we knew, we're gonna have to unlearn those things because what we learned and what we thought was actually casting spells. The creator took me to on these things, but would our children be singing? London Bridge is falling down, falling down. You know, come on, man. We singing death under our children, casting spells. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Come on, that's casting spells. That's casting spells. Do your research. We done all did that. The lady with the unbuttons down the back of her, Mary Mac, dressed in black, and then color. Yeah, all that is singing spells to yourself. And to our children, and to our children's children. So it's just time to stop. We got to stop playing. I don't want to be attached to none of it. I ain't gonna. I promise you, the real reason behind it all. I just. You start opening. I guess you have your spiritual awakening, and you start opening your eyes to all of the paganistic holidays that they put before us. Just to kind of water it down a little bit. I just don't feel like playing. Anyway, I gotta go. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for understanding. The only reason why I come and the only reason why I'm here is because at the same time, creative things. Go ahead and open the laptop and speak into the mic. He had not taken me through all the ups and the downs I've been through in my life. Anybody really know me? I don't stand on all of the things that I know I've been through on the downside of the spectrum. My objective here is to stand in the positive side of thought, putting sweeteners on everything that we once consider an L and make it out of a win. Make it to a win. Make your L's a W by not even dealing with them in the capacity like that, where you always walking around feeling defeated. No. We are achieved. We achieve. Somebody called me the other day. They asked me the other day, "Are you an overachiever?" That was she asked me. Just the way I was speaking, she's like, "Are you an overachiever?" I don't even know if I should have said yes or no. I almost felt bad. People try to make you feel bad because of who you are in the earth. That ain't no bad thing to be an overachiever. We only live one life. We only got one time to do it. This ain't no dress rehearsal. We're getting it done right now. We're doing it right now, sir. Did you hear me? I say we're doing it right this second. We're living life. And you better be living it and not letting life live you. You heard what I said. Not net. You heard what I said. I said, you heard what I said. You better be living life and not let life live you. How about that? So I'm gone. Eat my pie, one fruit a day. That's all I'm asking you to do for the next 21 days or however long. Just eat one fruit. Find a fruit. Don't be getting no oranges if you are A positive blood person. Oranges, tangerines, plums that bring you down to acidity. You'll be at the bottom of the hour. Your pH gonna drop. So I want you to stay alkalinic. So find the fruit that's gonna alkaline your body, bring you to a better, higher state of consciousness, higher state in your body. All three components: your body at the lowest, your mind in the middle, your spirit at the top. That's the order. You are spirit, mind, and body. You are spirit, mind, and body. You have a spirit that has a mind that possesses a body. So at the same time, I'm like, let me go. I'm gone, y'all. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., thought provoking specialist. I'm on assignment. And the way I said peace, love, and gratitude, and stuff like that. I said, you know what? I'll forget me a little slogan because I don't want to say the word BLESS no more because they said you're really telling a person to be less. I'm like, what? I was like, man, they play something mind game. But at the same time, that's telling you to be less. I would not tell you that. I want you. I want you to be prosperous. I want you to be more. How about that? Be more than what you was yesterday. Be more. I want you to be less. I want you to be more than what you was yesterday. I gotta go, y'all. Y'all not gonna do this all day. Thank y'all for chiming in with what you want. I feel better because this is my assignment. So I'm here to stand, proclaim every way, shape, form, or fashion. Thank you. And can see me. Specialist. I